Quintessential Podcast introducing my boy Robee, Spotlight Artist of the Night. Y'all check him out.
Hey, let's do it.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me tonight.
Already.
And it's been a great night. Vibe's been alright. More than alright. Without further ado, here go my single, my shot. You can't stop what I got. You ain't blocking my shot. You ain't blocking my shot. You can't stop what I got. You ain't blocking my shot. You ain't blocking my shot. You ain't blocking my shot. You can't stop what I got. You only making that face, cause I'm everything that you got. I got two fingers for the op. The second one is for the plot. That first one to make it pop. Haters hate, that's okay though. Sitting in the whip I paid for. I got folk on payroll. Shit gon' move when I say so. Where was you at some time ago? When I was homeless and I ain't had shit. Sleeping on the aired up mattress. Just trying to get past it. You can't stop what I got. You ain't blocking my shot. You ain't blocking my shot. You can't stop what I got. You ain't blocking my shot. You ain't blocking my shot. And 9-0, I touchdown. 9-7, I was born strong. Ask dad, you can ask moms if you feel I'm lying or you think I'm wrong. Low-key getting hated on by folk that can never make they own. Hella needy with extended arms in this game of chess ain't just a pawn. This is my name that they choking on. Took the high road and kept it calm. Lies cold, it was stone's thrown. Took him on and I took him home. Built a throne that I'm sitting on. 93 got me in the zone. Real talk, I'm just thinking home since 19. I've been putting folk on. You can't stop what I got. You ain't blocking my shot. You ain't blocking my shot. You can't stop what I got. You ain't blocking my shot. You ain't blocking my shot. 10 plus years building careers. Been to hell, I got souvenirs. Battle demons, I lost peers. Bullshit, I steer clear. Swallow pride and I hate fear. Shed blood and I shed tears. No cap after all that. With a big smile, I'm still here. Tell my sons to shut up. King me for my come up. Grind and get my sons up. 25-8, sun up to sun up. On my GOT, tell them bend the knee, cause the crown been on me. On my GOT, tell them bend the knee, cause the crown been on me. You can't stop what I got. You ain't blocking my shot. You ain't blocking my shot. You can't stop what I got. You ain't blocking my shot. You ain't blocking my shot.
Already, we back. After that lunch break, Quintessential Podcast. About to interview my boy, Robee. What's up, man?
How y'all doing? Everything's great. You know, like I said, it's good vibes. You know, everybody in here. I feel like there's a lot that I've taken just from sitting in here. So, Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
We want to present you a gift from Quintessential Podcast 2022. This is a great happy pack.
Oh, okay.
And just look at it and see what you want to enjoy out of there. We also want you to have this great smokable item for later.
Awesome. I got a writing session tonight, so we'll see if we can get going.
Hopefully you can get really creative with your pack.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Already. So give us a little brief rundown about you.
Okay, well, my name is Robee Stallings. Originally, I'm from Kilgore, Texas. That's East Texas, for those that don't know. 903, stand up. I've been grinding for a minute. I actually got really serious with the music stuff 2004. I was writing then and started recording in 2006. Started performing live 2010. I moved to the DFW area to go to school in UNT 2012. And I really just boom, just gears was just going. You know, there's a lot of opportunities out here that we don't have where I'm from, but every chance I get, I try to, take some of this, what I've learned, and take it back home, to show other people, hey, look, this is what's going on in other parts of the world, this could help you in your career too, as it helped me with me and mine. So.
Right. So what inspired you about this song you just performed a while ago?
Well, my shot comes at the rebranding. So just before putting together this song, I went through a terrible situation in my life. I was homeless for a little while.
Right.
I was dealing with some stuff that a lot of people probably wouldn't be able to muster through. Relationships were going sour, and when it all falls down, it falls down.
Right.
So relationships, as far as with who were the relationships with? Friends, family, what?
A little bit of all of that, bro. So I was married, going through divorce on that. I actually had some business associates I was working with at the time who just flaked on me.
literally just felt like everything that could go wrong went wrong, and I'm literally just sitting there just like frustrated, you know. And
fucked up, man.
Yeah, I remember calling my big bro Stone about the situation, and he was just like, well, you know, Robee, you know, I mean, you're a dope artist. You got something to talk about. Talk about it. And it took me some time putting it together, and, you know, my shot is a response to, you know, moments where I felt like people were trying to keep me out of the equation, or where I would come and humbly approach a situation, but it wasn't received that way, you know? Like, so a lot of that, and it's something that everybody can gravitate to, because everybody in here somewhere got somebody that's hating on them, or, you know, they got somebody throwing salt at their name for whatever reason, and as long as you remember, you know, keep moving forward, keep moving forward, keep, you know, going into it. And I actually described more of my situation on a freestyle that I got on my SoundCloud page. I jumped on a lemon pepper beat that Drake Rick Ross, and it's like 2 minutes and 30-something seconds, but it's me just flowing straight from beginning to end, and it kind of gives you more insight to what I was going through just before writing and releasing my shot.
And where can we catch that at? SoundCloud?
It's all on my SoundCloud, so soundcloud.com/KingRow903.
Definitely will be listening for that. So during your times of being homeless, did you take any, like, from going through just so much, just you know, being without a home, your family turning their backs on you, you know, the industry turning their back on you, what did you have to, like, reflect on? Have you put any of that in your music?
Oh, definitely. The turning point for me was one night I was asleep and I woke up in the middle of the night and I woke up to a roach on my face.
Ooh.
A roach?
Yeah, bro.
No.
A roach.
Like the creepy crawlers? Yeah, buddy.
And that to me, when I woke up, I was just like, and you
Oh,
know,
man,
when you
that
think
was-
something's going on,
that
then
was
you hit
funny.
that flashlight on your phone, and you just like,
Oh,
"Ah,
that was
ah."
live right there.
I didn't want to know,
That
but
was
now I
beautiful
know.
right there.
And it gave me that wake up call. It was like, okay, now you're down and out, you got this going on, but how much of this can you actually keep going through before you really decide, look, I'm done with this, it's time to get up. It's time to get up. And in that moment, I was just like, go. And despite who had what to say, I'm not sure, I didn't give a fuck, honestly. Like, I'm going to keep going balls to the wall, keep throwing stuff at the wall until something stick, and, you know, eventually it started sticking, you know what I'm saying? So, it was a lot.
Started from the bottom.
So how you like out here? How you like Dallas?
I like the DFW area pretty well. I mean, I can kind of piggyback on what Shay was talking about earlier as far as promoters and how, you know, there's a lot of janky promoters out here in the city. And they everywhere really, but not just Dallas. So I don't want nobody thinking I'm just, he's saying all promoters in Dallas. No. It's people.
Right.
You know,
People.
it is people. And there's some people out there who that's how they know how to make money, taking advantage of other people. But I learned a long time ago, you can get $1 from 1 million people quicker than $1 million from one person.
Right.
And when you apply that logic, you know, boom, every opportunity is an opportunity to grow. And I don't have to get $2,000 from this person right here when I got 20 people that'll give me X amount that'll make up the same sum. That way we can all eat, you know?
Right. So do you got like a album, or what kind of body of music you got going on right now? Tell me what you got working on, what you got going.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Right now, like I said, I'm going through a rebranding. So some of my more recent tracks are on my YouTube page as well as my SoundCloud page. But the rebranding was literally changing the lane that I was in. You know, like being able to change my production, being able to change my writing style, being able to change where I perform, who I'm performing with.
Right.
And beforehand, it was just, let me just get on anything. Now I'm more geared toward what works best for my brand. You know, what is going to be most...
What's been working best for your brand?
Honestly, I'm 420 friendly.
Yeah.
You know? So being tied into that, I got a couple of different things that I'm working on. But my single is actually dropping. My shot, y'all actually heard an exclusive sound. That's not available on any platforms just yet, but it will be available April 1st.
Woo! Day after my birthday.
Okay.
My birthday, but do you know the business side of putting your music out and distributing it the right way?
Well, I'll be all the way honest with you. What I've learned...
If you don't, holler at me.
I appreciate that. But what I've learned is actually from doing things the wrong way. So, you know, what they say, Hershey went through 99 some odd different ways before he finally figured out what it took to make the actual bar. And I'm at that point where, you know, I finally got the recipe right. You know, like, okay, well, grind, dedication, consistency, you know, likability, like, what does your music sound like? And being able to, you know, put the equation together, mix it up just right, pour it out into something that works. And right now,
I hear you. They didn't hear you say how Hershey got it together, right? Wow. They didn't hear you say that. Say it again.
Well, I was just saying that in that, I went so long doing something the wrong way that it took me that time to figure out how to do it the right way.
Right. Amen.
So.
All right.
That's good. So, I mean, as far as your career, what you do besides the music? Like, what you doing right now?
Right now it's really just music, man. I have, for a while, I was working both sides of the camera, so I know a thing or two about promotion. And when y'all talked about artists and promotion earlier, like, I understand what it takes. Marketing and promotion is important for any brand. Right. Just like, I don't know, those of y'all that have seen it, Dr. Dre paid X amount of dollars to perform at the Super Bowl. Why? Because he knew on the backside of that, when the Super Bowl was over with, how much he was going to make off of different deals. So, understanding that.
I don't mean to cut you out. I was just telling somebody that same shit. Dr. Dre paid the Super Bowl.
Was it like $7 million?
$7 million.
Yeah, but you know what he got back from that was way more than what he invested.
He bought himself out.
Yes.
Damn near. Tried to. They didn't want to let him buy him out himself all the way out, but he put some money on there. He put $7 million on there. On that whole performance.
They were saying that Still Dre and some of the other songs that he had performed at the Super Bowl were trending on different platforms.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So off that alone, that was just some more checks that he could have just cashed.
Exactly.
That's
how pay for that divorce that he going
through. Are you educated on streaming and sources and promoting? Hold on, y'all. Let me finish the interview. Hold on, y'all. Let me finish the interview real quick. I don't mean to be rude, but I got to finish the interview.
Right.
So are you? Yeah, we are. Yeah. What are you familiar for the streaming and are you familiar with that? Do you know how to do your analytics? Do you know how to get your numbers up and all?
Like I said, man, I've been involved in this industry for a minute. So I'm 31. Yeah. I got serious with this when I was 20.
Right.
And like to answer your question, there's a lot of things that I don't know that I'm learning.
Right.
But like I said, going back to that whole Hershey reference earlier, like there's a lot that I did wrong and learned how to do it the right way that ultimately put me in the position that I'm in today.
Right.
Does that make sense? So like from the performance royalties of it all to the streaming royalties of it all to the mechanical royalties of it all to how to drop, when to drop, the best days to drop, and like I said, all of that I learned during the rebranding process. Right. So that 2 years that I really just didn't put out anything, those 2 years where I really wasn't really performing, I really just sat my ass down. And when I did, it gave me clarity in a lot of different ways on a lot of different topics.
Alright. So have you worked with any artists in the city, out of the state, or whatever?
Yeah, definitely. So as far as my resume goes, going back, I've opened up for the big tugs. I actually had an opportunity to book DSR for a 2-day event once. This was like in 2015, I believe.
Right.
I had a chance to book Lil Kiki for an event.
Right.
I've had a chance to open up for Kurt Cobain's when What Your Name Is was a thing. Matter of fact, he came to Longview. I don't know if you remember that one. Yeah, I was performing.
Yeah.
So there's that. I actually got a chance to tap into other genres of music. So for a minute I was doing hip hop, which is like country rap. Some people like that. It was easy for me to slide into that lane because I'm a creative individual, so it's not much really holding me back. Got a chance to open up for Struggle Jennings, Second Chance. I'm not sure if you're familiar with those artists, but people love them, and both shows were packed out. Like I was like, what? Whoa. The guy that was putting me in the mix, he was like, yeah, trust me, this is gonna be a big deal, and it was. Let's see, there's a couple other people I probably forget.
That's cool if you don't remember, but so I mean, what's your goals with the music? Period. What you want to do with it?
Well, with the music, man, I definitely want to use it as a tool to get my other brands off the ground. So,
what are your other brands?
Well, some of them I can't really talk about, but I can tell you.
I can tell you something.
I can tell you something. So, I'm really big into photography and videography. There's that. I'm really big into marketing, advertisement, and promotion. I understand that it takes money to make money, but I also understand that you don't have to hit somebody over the head for something. If it doesn't cost me but $10 to make this happen, I'm not finna charge you $100,000. It's like, come on, let's be reasonable. Because at the end of the day, well, I mean, it depends on what we make it happen. At the end of the day, it's not even just about money with me. It's about how can we grow collectively. Like, if all you have to offer is money, okay, cool, we're gonna do that. But let's say, okay, boom, you might not have the $200 I'm asking for X, Y, and Z, but you plugged in over here, you got this going over here, so maybe I might take that $100, like 50% of what I would have charged you if it meant that I'm in the door over here and in the door over here.
Exactly.
You know, because that money comes and goes. But again, if you know how to work your way in a situation, you can make more money, i.e. the Dr. Dre situation, from your networking. And I think that's important. It's like, okay, how are we going to grow past this situation? And if all you have is money, then okay, cool, that's that. But
so do you enjoy networking?
Most definitely.
With other artists?
Yeah, I took a trip to Europe right after I graduated high school, really to meet the people.
Right.
So, like, I mean, networking is like one of my top 5 favorites of all time.
What type of feeling you get when you get on the stage? How you feeling while ago?
Really? How were you feeling?
What kind of feeling they give you when you perform?
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, it really just depends on how the crowd is feeling what I got going on. I've been in situations where I'll be performing, and this was like a long time ago. I'd be performing, and there might be a group of people right down in front of me freestyling to my track while I'm performing.
What?
Yeah, that's the thing. You know,
that's the thing.
That's the thing.
Like drumline thing.
That's good though.
They freestyling their own stuff.
I just gotta be a solo person on your thing.
But here's the thing: I'm here to perform. I'm here to entertain you. You're doing something that's taken away from that.
Guess what?
At some point, that doesn't work for
you. You know what happened to me one time?
Talk to me.
I did a show in the hood, deep in the South, called damn, what's the name of that spot? My partner was running it. I forgot the name of it. It was in the South.
It wasn't important.
Man, I performed in front of 3 people.
I've done that.
Oh,
I've done that. And a lot of times those 3 people be jamming with you. But there's a big difference between those 3 people rocking with you and 10 people right here in the corner not rocking with you.
But if they listen though, if
they're not rocking with me, that's
freestyling to it, fuck it. Cause guess what? I'm saying I didn't have to happen to me before. I didn't have people freestyle off of my original tracks that while I was rapping. Motherfuckers came back to my show again, got my IG, followed me, called me up to an event, paid me $500.
Well, that's dope.
Yeah.
It worked out for you.
True story. Don't even worry when they do that. You already got them in tune.
That wasn't the case in my situation. We can be hopeful.
I know it ain't.
We can be hopeful.
Look, they might have been. Look, they might have been being a dickhead, but the way I think.
You gotta be hopeful.
Yeah, outside the box.
It's all about me. When you on that stage, it's all about you.
Right.
That's how I be thinking. It's all about you.
And even if they wasn't rocking with me, I'm gonna find somebody else in the building that is.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. When I was performing, everybody was kind of focused because it allowed me to, really show out.
So when you go to those places, when you go to those shows, and it's a few people there, how do you find a way to engage the crowd?
I just find that one person. I don't care if it's a room full of people, but that one person rocking with me, I don't give a damn. If it's 200 of y'all and everybody on their phones, but that one person is just nodding their head, I'm performing.
You always gonna get 1 or 3 or 4 or 5.
I mean, but even so, like I said, if it's just one, that's it. And if not, I'll create my own energy. So I had moments where nobody was rocking with me, and then I just start spitting. I know it is the hardest part of my song, and I'll find that one person, and I just, hey, let me talk to you real quick. At that point now they got their phone on me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, like I said, that growth, that understanding, and a lot of this stuff that I'm really showcasing now actually helped in the rebranding. So like reading information, understanding tactics, and I got a background in theater, so there's that.
That's what's up.
So I know a thing or two about being on a stage, but adding to that, and
So being homeless, did you give up on the rap? Did you just say, fuck, now I don't even want to rap, I can't rap, I can't even think shit? What the homeless situation in the music, how did that ever go together? Did that ever ease your mind or what?
Honestly, while being homeless, my main focus was not being homeless.
I
was looking at getting the roof over my head first, looking at getting my situation straight, because as it stands, I wasn't performing, I didn't have anything dropping. My main focus was getting on my own 2 feet. Yeah. And I feel as though I couldn't do what I'm doing now if I was not on my own 2 feet. You got some people that can make it work. Honestly, I mean, maybe if they could have showed me the blueprint then, that would have been a different story. But speaking to this reality, I had to get on my own 2 feet. And once I was able to get on my own 2 feet, then I was able to move forward and really push what I had going on. And again, like I said, that 2-year period where I really wasn't doing much, it gave me clarity.
Right.
To where it's like sometimes we have to sit down to stand back up to keep that journey.
Self-indulgence. You need self-indulgence.
Already. So
set your intentions.
What you eat like?
Yes, let's talk about that.
How you eat? What's your eat?
What's your diet look like?
Eat?
Well, it's funny that y'all say that. I actually need to get on one.
Okay.
So you need to get on one.
Yeah, I mean, I've been slowly getting into the fitness realm. You know, working out, trying to push the workout 5 days a week. But right now, I'm averaging about 3.
Okay.
Because there's something going on.
3's good.
Yeah, but I want that 5 days a week.
Okay. Gotta build.
Gotta build. So learning that, understanding what I should be eating. You know, instead of late night trips to Whataburger, which
It's real.
you know.
Number 8 with cheese, I always do it, baby. Number 8 with cheese. And cheese do it.
Let me finish the interview. About to wrap it up.
But choosing to eat something healthier over that in the middle of it, like staying home cooking. So.
When you choose to eat healthy, like as far as is it certain meats that you're trying to eat, certain vegetables? What are you looking at?
Well, for one, if I can cook at home, I can save money.
Definitely.
You know, there's that.
But what are we cooking?
Chicken, turkey,
gotta have a home as
fish,
an artist.
Leaner meat.
Hold up. Let me finish the interview. Please.
You know,
everybody.
I eat all of my starches and my grains. I don't really have any vegetables that I'm just not fans of. So
starch is turning to sugar, right?
Well, that's why I'm doing a lot of moving around. Okay. That's why.
So your metabolism is up.
Yes.
What about that kale? What about the spinach?
Oh, all of those are good. Oh yeah.
All right. So what we doing? We eating kale. We eating spinach. Are we doing berries?
Oh well, like as far as the fruits and vegetable family, like I have nothing that I just don't eat. You know, all of that stuff is good to me. I know
it's not all good.
Well,
hybrids aren't good.
Okay, touche.
Okay.
So again, maybe we could talk more about that off air.
Definitely.
Right.
Put me up on game.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I don't really have anything that I'm just like, collard green. That's wrong. Like I'm not like that. You know, I'm not. I was homeless, so there. Once you have hit the bottom, and you know that there are people who are not eating regularly, you tend to be a little bit more humble about what you got.
Right.
And maybe in that 2-year period, that's what I needed. Okay, boom, sit down, learn what you need to learn. So when it's time to stand up, you're gonna have everything you need. And I feel as though right now I have a clearer vision about what it is that I'm doing from here on out.
Right. So what's your goals like? Period.
For the next 5 years, what are we looking like?
Can I do 10?
Okay, let's do a 10 years.
So right now, I want to be on the Forbes list. 10 years from now. And so,
are we talking millionaire or billionaire? Because they got
billionaire.
A couple lists.
Billionaire.
Okay.
So that's the plan. Having conversations with financial advisors, having conversations about real estate investors. I was actually outside just before the door locked on me. I was talking to one of my big homies who's like a mentor to me, and he was able to tell me about some property in DC that he's about to jump on, 200 unit apartment complex. And what that yields and what that looks like, and those are the conversations that I enjoy.
Hold on, it's $200,000 for the complex, or 200,000
units, apartments.
Oh, in the complex?
In the complex.
Wow, that's a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Are you able to invest in that property, or?
It's on my vision board.
Okay. Is he looking for other investors, or?
We can talk about that off air.
All right, well, tell everybody where to find you, man, and all your information. We about to wrap this up. Quintessential Podcast.
Check this out. This is Robees Stallings. I'm here at Quintessential Podcast. I really appreciated this opportunity. You can find me on social media at KingRo903. That's KINGRO903, and that's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. That's on Twitter. My Snapchat. The whole 9. So holla at me. And I got a TikTok. So.
Oh, really? What's your stuff on TikTok? The same thing?
Same thing.
Okay. Well, y'all heard Quintessential Podcast. We closing out. Because I need to have me some fun. Is everybody feeling good but me?
All right.
On PA.
Callie Dash.
And that's it.
We'll be back in 2 weeks, you guys. Follow us on Sundays at 6 p.m. We're streaming on all social media platforms. Oh,
next episode, legend, comedian, Shucky Ducky.
Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
Will be on the next episode. So, y'all stay tuned. I'm going to let you know you go stay tuned. That's it.
Tequila with Friends. That's smooth tequila straight out of Oak Cliff, Texas. started by 4 friends, brothers. This is the tequila for the unforgettable moments that we share with our favorite people. Because some things are just better with friends. Tequila with Friends.